Kia ora, Speaker, kia ora tātou katoa. On Saturday, a friend of mine turned 50, and Tauhinari just wanted to say, Skunk, happy birthday. But I thought I'd dedicate this slot to recognising the son of Ngāti Amaru, a committed supporter of the kingitanga, and a long-standing member of the Black Power. Martin Cooper was just a kid when Black Power was born here in Aotearoa, the voice of alienated and freshly urbanised Māori youth, revelling in being outsiders and rejecting a mainstream society determined to crush the hopes of marginalised Māori youth. Like many other young Māori coping with adolescence, he was a handful, whāngai out when he was young, and eventually finding non-conditional acceptance only with the Black Power whānau, during tough and dangerous times when he often ran foul of the law. But as he matured, his leadership qualities became increasingly apparent, and he soon began to respond to the inner voice that told him that he was Māori and that the Black Power in Aotearoa was something that had to draw its values and beliefs from the teachings of his ancestors.
Downtown LA.
Influenced by leaders like him, aimless and often destructive gang runs were replaced by marae-based alcohol and drug-free wānanga, leading to the Black Power taking a firm line against the then all-too-common practice of gang rape, something that took courageous leadership from people like Martin. He's also been a driving force in the movement to stop the manufacture, distribution and use of methamphetamine, the fulfilment of a promise made at the graveside of a much-loved lost brother, Hone Day. His growth saw him move to Hamilton in pursuit of his reo, and he talks fondly of the whānau that took him in to teach him his mother tongue under the kaupapa of Te Atarangi. And again, the commitment and the dedication that had marked his time with the Brotherhood showed results as he grew into his role as the Speaker for his whānau. Martin's involvement with Wakahuia is also one of long standing, enabling him to bring the discipline and the power of kapahaka to the Black Power Brotherhood. Again, he worked at it with the dedication and the passion that he gave to everything he did, promoting wānanga all around the motu and dedicating his efforts to Ngāpō and Premier Wehi, who even today he proudly calls his mentors. And he worked hard, demonstrating the value of hard slog and earning a legitimate income, eventually taking up a job with the Group Employment Liaison Scheme and the Community Employment Group Scheme, where he mentored me into my one and only government job, and giving his all because the kaupapa of his work was giving back to the communities from which he came. Mr. Speaker, this employment within the belly of the beast raised his consciousness about where the real decisions were being made, and how if you really want to influence the health and wealth of your people, you need to be a policy maker and not just a policy statistic. That knowledge led to him undertaking and being successful with tertiary study, reminding us all that the pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong obligation, and putting out the challenge again to the Brotherhood that to learn is to grow. In recent years, Martin's newfound knowledge, his growth and his commitment to Māori development led to his getting involved with the Māori Party, where he quickly became a critical leader of Peter Sharple's A-team, helping Pete win in 2005, and then taking up a formal role after the 2005 election, a position he still holds today. Again, demonstrating another route for young Māori warriors and another set of possibilities created by his work ethic and his commitment to a kaupapa. His loyalty to his kingitanga is something he carries without much fuss, a role he accepts as part of his leadership within his whānau and his hapu, a commitment that is lifelong and a belief that he carries in his heart wherever he goes. A proud son of Tainui, Martin is a fine ambassador for his people. Today, Mr. Speaker, I acknowledge a brother of the Māori nation who has shown by his efforts that commitment, dedication, loyalty and passion are talents that can take anyone to where they want to be. Martin Cooper, Mr. Speaker, a leader in all that he has done and a role model for others to follow. Kia ora tātou katoa.
Dr. Paul.